Thank you for allowing me to speak. I was not going to come up here, but this young lady really encouraged me to take that step. I suffer from anxiety pretty bad. But, as I thought about today, I was told about, obviously this day was coming, and, I could the only thought that continuously popped in my mind was this, and for the record, I'm not a pastor or preacher. I'm a man filled with imperfections, struggling like everybody else in this room. But the thought that continuously popped in my mind was this story I think we're all very familiar of, a movie that I watched as a child, Ten Commandments, the story of this man named Moses and his calling to free the children of Israel. Many conflicts and situations occurred through this man's life, but I think the gist of the story was, the calling upon his life to face the tyrant Pharaoh, a man whose heart was filled with hatred, jealousy, and envy, selfishness, and greed. And after much deliberation and obviously the wrath of God, Moses and the children of Israel were released. After a short moment and a change of heart, the Pharaoh summoned his men and warriors to destroy Moses and the children. But God intervened in the situation and protected Moses' calling and parted the Red Sea, and Moses and the children made it safely to higher grounds, and God's protection caused waters to flood the men of Pharaoh. So we look at this moment in history just today, and how do we compare that to the calling in your life, Mr. President, and the ability you had and have been given to all of us to free the children of Cicero. And we ask, how is that possible? Well, by implementing programs such as the ones that we run, community outreach, you're freeing the children of bondages, gangs, drugs, and alcohol, early pregnancy, and dysfunctional behaviors. By providing programs like this, education, options, choices, and even hope. How could I turn right if I never knew right even existed? Protection over your calling, Mr. President. God has parted the Red Sea in your personal journey. God has provided prayer warriors of all denominations, hundreds of men and women that commit themselves to praying over your life and your calling every single day, protecting you from the dangers seen and unseen. Scripture says a wise king surrounds himself by good counsel. Is it mere coincidence or your calling that the fires burn beyond our borders? Just east from us, Chicago, nicknamed Chirac, in 2016 experienced the deadliest year in 2 decades, while Cicero's numbers continue to decrease. In Chicago, victims steadily getting shot, innocent people, babies, and even cops, while Cicero's crime rates plummet. Mere coincidence or your calling? As the world continues to denounce and detach itself from God, it seems like the world continues to spiral downhill. I think even atheists and believers can both agree on that something's definitely wrong. Mere coincidence or your calling? An atmosphere here in Cicero where the government, law enforcement, churches, schools, and residents can work passively in conjunction for a safer tomorrow, non-existent in many other communities. A community that cares for its seniors unlike any other. Thank you for being our present-day Moses, for answering the calling in your life, for the unconditional love you bestow upon our children. Thank you for being the beacon of light to lead the children of Cicero to the promised land. Congratulations, Mr. Dominick. God bless you.